Hi, Michelle here. Welcome back to my channel. In my 7 years of growing Hoya, I've spent a lot of time looking at leaves. We often choose Hoyas for their splash or that metallic silver sheen, but we rarely ask, what is that actually? Why does one leaf look like green wax and another looks like hammered silver? Today we are going to have another Hoya deep dive. We're going into the plant biology and the physics of light to explain what is happening inside the leaf. We're going to talk about blister variegation, the microscopic structure of the mesophyll, and why that silver you see is actually an optical illusion. Understanding the science changes how you grow, and it helps take the guesswork out of light requirements. It also helps you understand why your Hoyas behave the way they do in your home. If you enjoyed today's deep dive, please consider supporting me by liking the video or even subscribing to my channel. And if you'd like to join in on this conversation, please comment below. I do read and respond to all comments on my videos, so you will get a reply just as soon as I can. And now let's go ahead and start the video. To understand splash, we first have to understand the standard Hoya leaf. Think of a Hoya leaf as a 3-story building. The roof is the waxy cuticle. In the desert, this is my best friend. It's the thick, succulent layer that prevents water from evaporating in my 10% room humidity. The top floor now is the upper epidermis. These cells are usually transparent. Their only job is to let light pass through. Now the engine room is the mesophyll. This is where chlorophyll lives. This is where the plant turns light into food. In a standard green Hoya, these layers are pressed tightly together. Light goes through the roof and the top floor and hits the engine room perfectly. The green color we see is the chlorophyll, absorbing the red and blue light and reflecting a green back to us. It's a simple, efficient system. But then things get a little weird. So what is splash? Scientifically, splash is a form of blister variegation. It isn't caused by a pigment or a chemical in the leaf. It's caused by a physical gap in the layers. In certain Hoya genetics, the epidermis, the middle layer, occasionally detaches from the bottom layer, the mesophyll. This creates a tiny microscopic pocket of air. When that light hits that clear epidermis and then hits the air pocket, it refracts. Think of it like a glass bottle. When it's full of water, it looks clear. But if you break that glass into tiny little shards, the shards look white or silver. That's because the light is bouncing off the edges of the air and the glass. In a Hoya leaf, those shards are the air pockets. The silver you see is just light being bounced back at you before it even touches the green chlorophyll. So now we know that splash is an air pocket. But how does a Hoya go from having a few spots to being full silver or a ghost plant? Now this is the result of selective breeding for extreme detachment of the layers. In the wild, splash is just a random occurrence, but growers notice that if you take a cutting from the splashiest part of the vine, the next set of leaf often has just as many, if not more, air pockets. Over generations of line breeding, collectors have established vines where the epidermis is genetically programmed to detach almost entirely from the mesophyll. It's important to understand that a full silver Hoya is not a different species. It's just the extreme expression of that air pocket trait. When you buy a ghost variety, you're buying a plant that has already been carefully vetted to ensure those air blisters cover nearly 100% of the leaf surface. Now this is also why they can sometimes revert. If the plant isn't given enough light, it may try to reattach those layers to maximize its chlorophyll efficiency, turning that silver sheen back into a splashy green. Now I've realized that this silver layer acts as a natural umbrella. This is because the light is being reflected away before the chlorophyll layer. This keeps the leaf cooler. The plant is essentially wearing a silver reflective suit to protect its mesophyll from the intense UV rays that I personally have here in Las Vegas. This is why silvery Hoyas are often so much tougher in a bright window than their pale green cousins. Now we have to distinguish this from true variegation. While splash is an architectural change, an air pocket, true variegation is a cellular change. In a variegated Hoya, the cells in the mesophyll simply do not have the code to create chlorophyll. There is no air pocket, the layers are still pressed tightly together, but that section of the leaf is white because there's no pigment there to absorb the light. This is why variegated plants are often much more sensitive than splashy ones. A splashy leaf still has green chlorophyll underneath that silver shield. A white variegated leaf has nothing. It's a dead zone for energy production. This is why variegated plants grow slower and are the first to melt when the humidity drops too low or the sun gets too high. Why does all this science matter? Because once you understand that silver is a reflective air pocket and variegation is a lack of chlorophyll, you can adjust your care for these Hoyas. High light helps trigger more air pockets, more splash, while variegated plants need bright but indirect light to prevent them from burning, bleaching, or on some Hoyas, sun stressing. I hope this deep dive into leaf architecture helps you take a look at your collection in a whole new way. I'd love to hear from you what you think of these knowledge-based types of videos. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching until the end. I know that you have a lot of pressing things occupying your free time, so I really appreciate that you chose to spend some of that time with me today. I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.
On the sill by the sink, 3 pots in a row, Basil by the blue cup, pothos trailing low. You lean in to check them like they know your name.